Hey, Dale.
What up?
I didn't write anything for our opening this week.
Thank God, because they're stupid.
You think they're stupid?
I do.
Everybody loves our jokes. Marcy every week writes that she thinks our jokes are funny.
They're not, though.
They're not. So what should we do now?
Play the music and let's go.
This, my friends, is the Swish Edition. From their secret underground studio, this is the Swish Edition.
I got a mouthful for you guys.
Dale and Scott are in the studio on the mics, and they fired up the antenna.
It has to come whether you like it or not.
And if you're willing to show it, they'll take a picture of it.
I actually think I might throw it.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, here are your new best friends. They're your
It's
hosts,
very exciting for me because this is the best show ever made.
Dale and Scott.
We are back.
What?
This is episode 355. And pretty amazing. It's February 15th. The Ides of February.
Is that a thing?
I don't think that's actually a thing. The Ides of March would be March 15th, right? Is that what they say? The Ides of March?
Yeah, it's something like that.
All right, so it's yesterday was, oh God. She doesn't understand what we're doing. That's dog number 3 playing with a toy. Sorry about that. Anyway, yesterday was Valentine's Day. Dale and I exchanged gifts. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like my gifts. We can't tell you what they are. That's not PG friendly. But it was fun. And yesterday was, day before yesterday was Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was actually fun.
Everybody's been talking about that. We had Dale's whole family over here for the Super Bowl. We had about 15 people to watch the game on 3 widescreen TVs in our awesome basement.
Yeah, we're not big football fans, but I believe the stories that I read that what made this game fun is that the two teams that were involved aren't like your Patriots and your Cowboys.
Right. It was something a little different.
Something a little different, something that you actually wanted to watch and root for
Yeah.
instead of the same old teams being in the damn last game of the season.
So it was the Rams and the Bengals,
Right.
and the Rams did pull it out as expected, although it did look like there in the last part of the game that Cincinnati may have pulled it out. They could have done it, but they didn't.
I mean, for not being fans, I actually enjoyed.
First football game I watched this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's every season.
First and last, yes.
I enjoyed the halftime show. I mean, because that was 90s and that was
very mixed reviews online that I saw this morning. Is people either loved it or hated it. I'm sure my parents were like, "What the fuck is this?"
But I'm a 90s hip hop fan, and I mean that's all it was, and I enjoyed every single minute of it. Loved it.
I thought they did an amazing job.
Yeah, you just have to like hip hop.
And the thing that I was very disappointed about for them and for the viewing public is the fact that the stadium has a clear roof on it, and it's in LA, so it's daytime out, and they couldn't do like really fun lights and stuff because it's bright out, so they couldn't do like blackouts and all of that, which kind of changes it a little bit, I think.
Yeah,
but they did a good job.
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. And next year, I don't know where the Super Bowl is in 23, to tell you the truth. But I do know that in 24, it's going to be in Las Vegas, where Dale and I will be living.
That's right.
Dale and I will be living 2.5 songs away from that stadium.
We better be anyway.
Yeah. Well, we're literally 7 miles away from the stadium where the Super Bowl would be in 2024. So
yeah, I think I looked it up, and it's 7.26 miles from our new house to the Mandalay Bay, which is the first.
Which is right.
For those who don't know, which is the first casino coming from the south.
From the south, yeah.
Is the first casino that you get to, which is Mandalay Bay starts the Strip.
Yeah, and it's right, and then the stadium where the Raiders play is directly across from
the
Mandalay
street.
Bay.
Yeah.
So that's where Super Bowl will be in 2024, and they will probably have an amazing halftime show. We were actually talking about this. There was a thing online that said, who do you think should be playing in the Las Vegas 2024 Super Bowl halftime show? And I think it's got to be all Vegas. It's got to be Vegas centric. Like call in Cirque du Soleil.
I feel like it's not a singular person. I think the NFL should hire Cirque du Soleil to actually put the performance on.
Yeah.
Like hire them and have them do all the things
Vegas-y stuff
to make it Vegas, and then you bring on multiple people.
But I think you need to
make
end
Vegas. You mentioned the Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Imagine Dragons.
Wayne Newton's still alive, maybe you bring him out. Who else is still alive from
as
that,
of press
from
time?
that era?
He's still alive. I don't know, but I mean,
Other
it'd be
than
fun.
Wayne Newton.
Could you throw Elvis and Sinatra down there as holograms to start it out, and then kind of go through the ages? I mean, maybe
Man, you could have so much fun with that, and
but
feel
you
like
have to
I'd wanna
end with
have a
Celine.
say.
You've got to end with Celine
You
Dion.
have to end with Celine.
My heart will go on. Because
Donnie and Marie should be there.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have all these like
Carrot Top.
Carrot Top. I keep thinking Penn and Teller should be somehow involved, either bringing on the very last big act and making them just appear out of something.
No one has performed more in Vegas lately in the last 20 years than Penn and Teller and Carrot Top. I mean, they rule the strip.
Blue Man Group
Blue Man Group
be on percussion instruments in
them
the
all
back.
out there.
You got to bring them all out.
Dude,
all out.
All of Vegas.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of fun.
It could be fucking amazing. The thing is that I think that the NFL sets like the Super Bowl halftime time.
It's 20 minutes. Yeah.
Like why can't it be more? Like why can't it be more?
That's all they get. And I think the show is actually only 12 minutes long. So it's 20 minutes between the second half
Set
and
up
the
and
third
tear
half.
down is included in that, I assume.
The second period, what do they call it? Periods? Second half? No. What do they call it? Innings? What do they call the things in football?
Quarters.
So between the second quarter and the third quarter, I think it's 20 minutes, and I think the show can only be 12 minutes. So they've got 12 minutes to put on this fabulous, wonderful show.
It could be a lot of fun. I hope they do it right. And I think you have to have Cirque du Soleil involved in order to make it truly Las Vegas.
Well, Cirque really does pretty much own the strip right now.
Right.
Yeah. And they do put on a good show.
And maybe you don't have any celebrities. Maybe Cirque just does it with the music, and you just do this amazing, just like circus act in the middle of the football field.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Dogs are barking. They seem to be enjoying what we're saying.
They're irking me
They're
today.
agreeing. I don't know what's going on. So we moved our studio, just so you know, we're in the process of moving. We're moving out of Delaware and going to Vegas. So our studio, which used to be a secret underground studio, is now up on the second floor of our house. And so there's more dog activity up here.
Yeah.
You guys don't care about that.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, the New York Times, as we reported recently on this show, has purchased the very viral, everyone is playing it, Wordle game. I play it every morning.
I do too.
And I have never lost. I would like to say that
I have not done well in the past week. I have not won in a week.
Wait, you've not lost though. You've lost?
I have not won in a week.
I have never lost. I've always gotten it at least by 6.
But I also get frustrated and I can't sit there and stare at it. And so I just force myself to lose just so it's over.
Oh, well, you're a dummy. So I have won. I'm on a winning streak. I've won. I don't always get it in 3 or 4. Sometimes I usually get it in 5. Sometimes 6. But I think I got it in 5 today. Anyway, the New York Times has decided that they're going to phase out bad words, which is so stupid. They don't want you to write dicks or bitch or penis or pussy. I mean, I don't understand why they care, because this is not something that shows up anywhere.
Right.
So when
it's
you
not
do,
like that's going to be the word.
if you guys play Wordle, if you know what we're talking about, you know that when you put in words, they don't show up anywhere. So no one knows what words you put in. It's just colors and symbols when you post it, if you choose to post it on Facebook or whatever.
Right.
But otherwise, I don't understand why they give a shit if you put in a bad word. Well, why would they care?
They're going to ruin it. They're going to ruin it.
I started yesterday, or a day before yesterday. I started with penis, and it actually helped me. I got like 3 letters out of penis.
Yeah, my word is always spank.
Do you start with the same word every day?
Almost every day.
And
Spank.
see, I change it up. I use different words each day. So, I think today I used later, Later.
I know how to spell later.
All right, well, I just wasn't sure how smart you were. Everybody loves Raymond, but everyone also loves Dolly. And we talk about Dolly a lot on this show. And for a good reason, because she probably is one of the best Americans on the planet, or in the United States, at least. That doesn't even make any sense. Dollywood Park has decided to cover 100% of the tuition, books, and fees for all their employees who want to pursue higher education.
Well, how nice of them.
Even brand new employees who start on day 1.
Nice.
Yeah. I think that's amazing.
It's great.
She already does this amazing thing where she gives books. Like, she's like granted like millions and millions of books to kids.
Yeah.
And now she's paying for all of her employees who want to improve their lives and get out of working at a theme park.
Right. I like it.
Yeah. Because you're not supposed to work at a theme park for your entire life.
Well, no, you shouldn't.
Or Starbucks.
But it's fun.
I read this whole article today about the unionization of the Starbucks up there in, what is it, Buffalo, New York? Is that where it was?
I don't know where it is, but I've heard about that.
And one of the people that works there, not a manager, just a barista at the Starbucks, had been in that one location for 11 years. I don't know. We've talked about this before on the show. You know how I feel about this. There were people that were working on our local McDonald's when we lived in DuPont Circle in Washington, D.C., who had literally been working at McDonald's for 20 years.
That place was family run, though.
And not even in a management position. But I wonder, who are these people that are pouring coffee in a Starbucks for 11 years and then complaining because the new hires are making about the same amount of money that they're making and they've been there for 11 years?
Right.
It's like, because there's a ceiling, you're only going to make so much working here, and it's time for you to move on and go fucking somewhere else, because you're not supposed to work at Starbucks for your whole fucking life unless you're management.
Well,
If you're management, I get it.
right, but you got to put in time to become management. You just can't start working there and a year later become a manager.
I didn't say that.
Well,
I'm
sometimes
talking
it
about
takes
this
several years of investment.
11,
Maybe.
and you're working
Maybe.
for $15 an hour for 11 years? I don't
Maybe.
think that's the way it works. I feel sorry for Dale's sister Tracy, his mother Sherry, and Tracy's guy Greg. They live we live in the country, but they live way out in the country, and they don't have cable or internet where they live. So they depend totally on satellites. SpaceX was supposed to come in and save the day for them. They launched 49 satellites into the atmosphere they were going to bring this great Starlink system, internet system, to every corner of the planet. However, 40 of their damn satellites fell out of orbit last week because of some kind of geometric storm or something.
Yeah, it was something. Like something from the sun or something. I don't know.
This is one of Elon Musk's companies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 40 out of 49 satellites fell. Dale and I have seen these satellites. We have literally stood in our backyard in Vegas when we still lived there and saw these satellites fly over our house.
They're fun. And so if you're listening and you live not in a city and you live in the country where it's really, really dark, you see lots of stars, there's some apps that you can download. And you can, see what satellites are passing by, not just SpaceX. Right. But the fun thing about SpaceX is that they're clumped together.
Yeah.
And so you see like 5 or 6 in a line, and there's just this amazing
so cool
thing that just moves in the sky like 9 satellites deep, and they're just moving really quickly.
Well,
it's fun to watch.
It's funny that you said 9 satellites deep because that's all they have left.
Not all they have left. They have thousands up there already.
They lost 40 of them this past week.
Just this past week, but they have thousands already up in the sky.
Anyway, Tracy really wants internet at her house.
Well, that's the thing, and I keep...
It's her damn fault for buying a house without internet.
Yeah, but I've made it my mission. I keep every month or so, I go on the website and I type in her address just to kind of see the status. And it went from first quarter... 2022 to now fourth quarter 2022.
Oh no!
Because of this issue.
I feel so sorry for them. So basically,
but they're going to get it eventually.
Basically, when they want to watch a Netflix movie, they need to start downloading it at breakfast time,
like noon,
and then they can watch it in the evening.
Yeah.
And like us, we can turn it on in instant. It's instant.
I mean, the fun thing, the big difference in the fun thing to think about that is that look, we have Comcast cable and internet here,
we do.
And we were watching the Super Bowl on 2 separate TVs, and we chose not to do cable. We streamed it on Peacock.
We did on
2 separate Apple TVs. So we were pulling Peacock. 2 live streams. And it was perfect the entire night. And not only were we doing that, is everyone that was here, we had 15 people here. Everyone was on our internet doing their own thing.
Right.
And
we still had
our internet
problem.
is freaking amazing here.
So that's true. We did watch the Super Bowl on Peacock on 2 different streams because we had Apple TV on 2 different TVs. Yeah. The problem was that we couldn't get them quite sync up completely.
Well, that's
so
always
there was about
an issue.
1 second delay between the 2 TVs, which was annoying.
It did a pretty good damn job.
It really did.
Of keeping up. I mean, there was no pixelation. There was no pausing, hiccups, buffering, none of that stuff.
But I'll tell you this, and I don't know if anyone cares about this. So a couple times I had to go upstairs to our first floor because we were watching all the shows. We were watching our Super Bowl party was in our basement, and I went up to the first floor to let the dogs out or something, and we had the TV on up there, which was on regular NBC through the cable system. What I noticed was when I'd walk from the first floor down to the basement was that the Peacock was about 30 seconds behind what was on the cable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're watching on streaming, you're watching it kind of in a delay situation. But who cares? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It
worked.
Fun. Yeah. So I got to see things twice.
Yeah.
Like Eminem taking a knee.
There you go.
Which is all controversy, which is really not.
No.
People like to say that. So, Dale and I are moving to Las Vegas, and this is our last show of season 11. Season 11 has gone on for almost 2 years now, so it's about time for it to end. So this is our last show. We're going to be taking a 6-week break. Dale and I will be back in April. I hope you guys aren't too sad about that. Maybe I'll throw up some old school Remember When shows in the next couple weeks just so you can remember what we sound like. But we're moving back to Las Vegas where we think we belong. We've talked about that in the show before, but I think that Dale and I need to sell that horse ranch we bought and buy a brothel instead. About the same price, Dale.
It is.
This brothel is located in Crystal, which is about 80 miles northwest of Las Vegas. It's on the market for $1.2 million. The Love Ranch is best known as the brothel where Lamar Odom overdosed in 2015. This is the guy who had a baby with Khloe Kardashian. Mm-hmm. Now, the buyer is going to get the ranch. It has a 15 one-bedroom suites, 2 kitchens, a new bar, a backhoe, a track hoe. I don't know what a track hoe is.
Backhoe and a track hoe. I have no
Advertising truck, which you can drive up and down the strip to let people know you're there.
No.
And a limousine, which you could go to the Aria or the Luxor and pick people up and bring them to you. It's all on 75. Dale.
75 acres. That's a
75
lot of freaking
acres.
land.
So Dale and I bought, well, no, I shouldn't talk about how much we spent for our 1 acre, but this is 75 acres. It's about the same price.
Yeah.
The sale includes another newly remodeled bar, 2 manufactured homes, and another 21 undeveloped lots that are ready to be built on. I don't know who wants to build a house.
In Crystal, Nevada.
In Crystal,
There ain't
Nevada.
shit there.
On Love Ranch
There's
brothel.
nothing there.
Yes, I'm going to build my retirement house right next to a brothel. Anyway, I think this is kind of fun. I like. Does it come with the girls? Do you get the girls with it, or do you have to hire them
You
separately?
got to start over.
I don't know.
I just don't know if I want to be in that business because I think it's crazy. It's crazy expensive with the insurance and all that shit.
I can't even imagine all
I mean,
the
I
testing
think
you have
it
to
could
do.
be fun, but the business side of it is probably atrocious.
Right. Like, do they actually they actually have sex with these guys? But they have to wear condoms, I assume.
There's a whole thing. The state runs that shit, so you got to get all these permits
All
and
the
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, and you got to prove it too.
Right.
Like how many people you got working with you. You got to get STD results in. You got to turn those in. It's
Just too much.
It's a big deal.
I think I would.
But there's a lot of money to be made.
I'm sure.
There's a lot of money to be made, but I just don't. It's just too risky. Way too risky.
There's a lot of risk involved.
But I think it could be a lot of fun to own.
A lot of people want to know why.
Plus
a lot
the
of people.
security risk. You
Oh.
don't know who the fuck's coming in there.
No, you need to have.
And you gotta have
security
some
guards,
big guys,
big guys with big muscles.
guns.
I want Reacher, Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, we're watching Jack Reacher on Amazon Prime Video. We're only 4 episodes in, so don't ruin it for us. I know it's all out there, but we haven't finished it yet. But man, I'm enjoying it.
It's fun.
It's really good.
It's not super great, but it's a fun watch.
All right, but this guy that's playing Reacher on this series is a lot better than
Well, because I can't stand Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, who played Reacher in the movies. Yeah. Speaking of love, since we're talking about the Love Ranch, Vegas makes marriage easier this time around, this time of year, actually. Dale and I actually got married in Vegas, but we did not do this. Did you guys know that if you fly into the Las Vegas airport, there is a pop-up marriage license bureau at
Love
the
this.
airport
Love this.
from now until 22. Here it is.
22.
22.
Yeah.
February 22nd, 2022 is coming up. It's expected to be one of the biggest wedding days of the year. Although Valentine's Day has always been a huge wedding day for Vegas people. Of course, that was yesterday. Clark County has established a pop-up marriage venue at the airport. So you fly in, literally get off the plane, get your marriage license, and then you can go get married anywhere you want
There you
in
go.
town. Yeah.
I love it. That's Vegas to me. That's Vegas. It's just crazy shit that you can do and that you can only do in Vegas.
Only do in Vegas.
Right.
It's open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. between now and February 22nd. It's the 4th year they've done it. I think it's kind of fun.
I think it's fantastic.
You and I went all the way down to City Hall, but
We did.
yeah. All right, so this is fun. I didn't know this, and it never even crossed my mind that people may have been doing this. I don't know how many times you've seen someone show their dick pic
Mm-hmm.
online, and they put a Coke can next to their dick to show you, here, this will give you an idea how big my dick is.
Right.
Well, apparently a lot of guys are using the mini Coke cans. Not the 12-ounce cans, but what are they? Are they 8? How many?
Like 7
6
or 8.
or
Yeah,
7?
The little mini cans.
The mini cans. They're using those cans for their dick pics and then basically saying, hey, look how fucking big my dick
Right.
is. Like, this is a big Coke can. Anyway, I don't know why that's in my script today,
Yeah, it's stupid.
but I thought it was really funny.
Just so you know.
Do, 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 do. Hey, forget Valentine's Day. It's now straight on
Bring on the Irish.
to, what do they call it? March 17th is,
You talking about the Ides of March again?
no,
Leprechaun Day.
Leprechaun Day. The
St. Patrick's Day.
There you go. St. Patrick's Day. McDonald's is now putting out their Shamrock Shake in time for
You know I've never had one.
what? You've never had a Shamrock Shake.
Never had one.
They also, this year, they're doing their Oreo Shamrock McFlurry. That's out.
Yum.
So if you guys want that.
Is that like mint chocolate chip with Oreos in it? 'Cause
Basically.
that's amazing.
Basically. How have you never had a Shamrock
I've
Shake?
never had a Shamrock Shake. Because every time you go to fucking McDonald's, the goddamn ice cream machine's broken.
Have you ever
Isn't that true? I mean, that's a whole article that we read like last year. We talked about it.
Oh, we talked about it a lot. Have you had, you know their apple pie. You've
Yeah.
had apple pie at
I haven't had
McDonald's,
the
right?
pumpkin one.
Have you had the new blueberry one?
I'm not a
There's
huge
a
fan
new-
of blueberry. I wouldn't get it.
Blueberry's so good for you, though.
But the apple, I like the apple.
Do, 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 do. All right. So we're going to go all the way down to Arby's. Dale nixed several of the articles that I decided I wanted to talk about. No, let's talk about the Oscars first before Arby's. So just this is breaking news. It just came out right before we sat down to do the show. It's apparently the Oscars are going to be hosted by Wanda Sykes, Amy Schumer, and Regina Hall, of all people. I mean, love them all. Wanda Sykes has been a guest on our show before. Amy Schumer is
You know
funny
what's
as
funny
shit.
is this is from Deadline.
Yeah.
That is not Regina Hall.
That's Regina Hall.
No, it's not.
Absolutely.
No, it's not.
That's absolutely Regina Hall.
That is not Regina Hall.
Who do you think that is?
That is the girl from the damn Scream movies.
Yes. Her name is Regina Hall. That is her. Who do you think we're talking about? You're thinking of someone else. Anyway, this is Regina Hall, the chick from the
Okay.
Scary Movie movies.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's Regina Hall, Amy Schumer, and Wanda Sykes. They're going to be the hosts of the 94th Oscars, which is coming up in about a month. I don't understand this. I think, okay, so I love all these women. I think they're all great. And I think Amy Schumer is kind of gross and overrated. Actually,
I don't think she's funny.
she's not funny at all. And we tried to watch a special of hers, and she was just gross and gross and gross and over the top gross.
Wanda Sykes is hit or miss. Regina
Right.
Hall is actually a little bit more funny.
Regina Hall is funny as shit as an actress. I don't know what she's like as a host. Anyway, the people who I think should be doing, if ABC, who always has the fucking Oscars, if ABC wants some fucking ratings this year, the people I would have picked this year is Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Selena Gomez. I would have picked the Only Murders in the Building cast. That would have been an amazing, amazing trio to host the Oscars.
That would have been fun.
Totally fun.
But Selena Gomez isn't funny.
It doesn't matter. You need a girl to balance out the two
And
white
Martin
guys.
Short and Steve Martin, they're kind of funny, but they're not laugh out loud.
What? Oh, they
No.
they do a whole they do a whole show that they do around the country.
Yeah, no, I know, but I mean, they're not that great. They're not that great.
Well, who
I
would
think
you
Amy
pick?
Poehler
Who would
and
you
what's
pick?
her name?
Amy
did-
Poehler and Tina Fey.
They were funny,
Well, they've never done the Oscars. They've done the Golden Globes.
right? But
and-
they're great together.
They are
They're
great
great
together.
together.
Right.
I don't know if Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez is going to be your go get them.
that's
bring
what
'em
I-
all in. No,
Well,
no,
that's who I think
It's not
should
going
be
to
on
work.
there.
No, it's stupid. It's stupid.
It doesn't matter what we.
This is gonna be fine. They're probably gonna be great.
I'm sure they're going to be great. I'm not going to watch it. I don't watch award shows anymore. I don't give a shit about award shows, and I literally don't care who wins. I literally don't care.
No, I don't.
Literally don't care.
Okay, you said that 3 times.
Do you remember when we talked about Arby's
Mm-hmm.
putting out their French fry vodka?
Yeah.
Now there's a French fry perfume.
Stupid.
A new perfume has been put out by the Idaho Potato Commission, and it gives off the aroma of French fries in all their greasy, salty splendor. And I'm quoting now, whether you're at a drive-through restaurant or dining in, it's near impossible not to grab a fry and take a bite before you dive into your meal. The smell is too good to resist. That's coming from the president and CEO of the Idaho Potato Commission. Apparently, they make a lot of potatoes in Idaho.
Well, yeah.
It's called Frites by Idaho. The limited edition fragrance went for $1.89 for basically a 2-ounce bottle. And no surprise, it's already sold out.
No, because it's
already sold out.
Because it's a fun thing. It's ridiculous, and no one's ever going to wear it, but you can say that you own it. So, of course, they're going to sell it. And it probably cost them nothing. And they probably made like 20 million bottles and sold them all out.
I don't know if they made that much. If they're already sold out. Peloton continues to be the worst company in the country. It's basically a master class in how not to run your company. It's a master class in how not to market your company. Now, everyone bought a fucking Peloton during COVID who was going to buy one, right? So they blew up. They fucking blew up. And everyone who had that much money, because it's fucking, they're what? They're
no one's buying.
What are they? $8,000,
$12,000 treadmill.
They're expensive as shit.
It's ridiculous.
So the average American
can't afford it.
The person who was a barista at Starbucks for 11 years is not buying a fucking Peloton. Mm-hmm. These are lawyers and doctors and captains of industry that are buying these fucking Pelotons, right? So basically, they ran out of customers. So they started going downhill. But it didn't help that 2 fictional TV characters had heart attacks after riding their product. We don't need to talk about that. We talked about it before. But now the company is laying off 2,800 employees. And as their severance pay...
Slap in the face.
It's a fucking slap in the face. They're giving their ex-employees a 1-year free Peloton subscription as part of their severance package.
Their employees probably don't even have the fucking machines.
This is like McDonald's. This is like McDonald's firing someone and saying, "Oh, but you can get a 6-pack of McNuggets once a week for a year."
Right. No one wants that shit.
Nobody wants that shit. The CEO stepped down because he's too embarrassed to work for the company anymore, and they also canceled plans to build a new plant. I think it was going to be in Indiana or Idaho or something. Because nobody wants a fucking Peloton anymore because everyone who wants one already has one.
They're too fucking expensive. It doesn't cost. A treadmill doesn't cost $10,000.
It's not a treadmill. It's a fucking bike. It's a bike.
Or a bike, yeah.
Right. You can buy one at Walmart or Target for $800.
Right.
You don't need one that costs $10,000.
No, you can go and buy one for like $800 and get you an Apple Fitness subscription for $10 a month.
Yeah.
And it has bike classes on it.
Right.
You're just buying the fucking brand.
It's stupid. Yeah. There's certain things where I like buying the brand. Like there's something about buying an Oreo versus a Hydrox. I mean, Oreos are so much better than Hydrox is. So I'm going to buy the Oreos, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, there's some things that you want to get the brand name of, but I don't necessarily think you need to get the Peloton fucking exercise bike. It's no better than the one you can buy at Walmart for $4.50.
Considering the subscription is like $30 a month. Yeah. It's expensive, man.
It is expensive. We don't like exercising anyway. Our exercise is like chasing our dogs around the house.
Right.
After announcing that he's expecting his 8th child, Nick Cannon was gifted a vending machine for his house. And guess what that vending machine has in it? It's a condom vending machine.
There you go.
He posted this on Instagram or Facebook or something, and he took the joke well. Thought it was funny. Because if you're a guy who's like 40, he's your age, Dale. He's 8 kids. 8
lot,
kids
man.
with 4 different women, mind you. One of them is Mariah Carey. He has 2 kids with Mariah Carey.
Right.
But he's got 6 other kids with like 3 other women. I mean, the guy cannot keep his dick in his pants. That's for damn sure. 8 kids? Thank God he's got a good job.
I don't want him.
If you guys don't know who Nick Cannon is, I don't know how to help you. But he's everywhere. He's got his own talk show now, apparently. I don't watch talk shows, but oh my God, Dale, I was watching TV today and I was just flipping around and that Dr. Phil came on. And I just can't even stand to listen to his voice for 5 seconds.
But he's a doctor.
He's not a doctor. Is he even a doctor?
I don't know.
I blame, I love Oprah, but the fact that she got in bed with him just does not make sense to me because I just think he's so icky. What does she see in him?
I don't think I know he's like a psychiatrist or something.
But what does she see in, what did she just
Money.
see dollar figures?
Money.
Dollar figures. Speaking of money, Joe Rogan was offered $100 million by Rumble. Rumble is the conservative version of Twitter or Instagram, basically. It's for the Trumpers, I guess. They offered him $100 million if he'd move his podcast from Spotify over to Rumble. He had no interest in doing that.
I think he's got it made.
He's staying at Spotify because the Spotify CEO is very happy with him, and he brings in a fuckload. He brings in more money than anyone else.
Right. I'm actually surprised that Rumble actually was able to offer $100 million.
I don't even know
the money that they have.
It was all bullshit. Rumble doesn't have no $100 million.
I can't imagine that they have that much money that they're just willing to spend on one person, and for one person to go to a platform where no one's going to go and listen to this thing.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
No one.
I think though that
unless they were taking a huge freaking risk and spending this money. And like, I don't know what Rumble is. I know it's a platform, but do you have to pay to be on it?
It's like YouTube.
Yeah, but is it free or do you have to subscribe?
It's like free with ads or something.
So I guess maybe they were willing. I guess they were just gambling on people coming over to the platform and getting ad revenue.
That's where Donald Trump is now.
I don't know.
Seth MacFarlane is rebooting the Naked Gun movies for Paramount. And he has got Liam Neeson to come on to take over the lead role, which I think is kind of fun.
That's actually really fun.
Which is weird because Leslie Nielsen was the guy who was in the original movies, and now it's Liam Neeson. Neeson jokingly said, "It'll either finish my career or bring it to another direction."
Well, at least he's having fun with it.
Neeson is now 70 years old, and he's been kind of an action star of late. I mean, he's done nothing but action movies lately.
Like the Taken movies.
Yeah, and that thing on the airplane where he took over the airplane, that was really cool.
Yeah. He has hokey movies.
Yeah. The Naked Gun trilogy starred Leslie Nielsen as a gullible detective in a police procedural parody. We all know that. Some of my favorite movies. They're fun.
They're okay.
And they have Priscilla Presley in them,
they're okay.
She's so great. The original film premiered way back in 1988 when I was a junior in high school. And then Naked Gun 2.5 came out in 91, and then Naked Gun 33.5. It's the final insult.
It's 33 and third.
I know, this is wrong.
33.5. It's 33 and a third.
Anyway, Seth MacFarlane. He was supposed to make the Flintstones. I don't know what happened to that, but now he's moved on to Naked Gun. And then we're gonna start our show. You ready to start the show, Dale?
No, I'm not. I'm ready to end it.
Thank you for being a cunt.
Mm-hmm.
In a new book, a former Golden Girls casting director says Rue McClanahan and B. Arthur both called Betty White a cunt on a regular basis. They really did not like her.
We've heard that. That's like not news. I feel
it's
like
not news, but it just came out this week.
But I mean, this is new.
But apparently, B. Arthur really hated Betty White.
Yeah.
And Rue McClanahan, Betty White said many times that she and Rue were very good friends, but apparently Rue called her a cunt on more than one occasion. And apparently,
what's funny is that when you watch that show, right?
Yeah.
Is that it's hard to realize that B. Arthur was older than Estelle Getty.
Right. So she was older than her mother,
Yes.
which is really kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, Golden Girls is one of our favorite shows. We've seen it a million times. We continue to watch it a lot. So anyway,
It's fun.
It's fun to know that they hated each other in the background.
Well, not everyone can be a friend.
Well, I call Dale a cunt. I'm probably on a daily basis. I don't know if this is a bad thing. All right, so you guys know this, and I'll tell you one more time though. This is the last show of season 11. Dale and I will be back on April 5th for the beginning of season 12 from our new secret, not so underground studio in Las Vegas, Nevada. And so we're going to be off for 6 weeks. I don't know what you're going to do without us, but I hope that
They'll survive.
I hope you'll do good things. I hope you'll do things that further and increase your life. And if you're working as a barista at Starbucks, that you'll move on and move up. That's so horrible, isn't it? I'm sure we have people that listen to us that work at Starbucks, and I'm not belittling your job. I just want to know why you're still working there.
You're belittling.
I'm horrible. Sue me. No, don't sue me. I don't have any money. I just bought a new house.
Bye, y'all.
Oh, he pushed his mic away. That's it. Bye.
Let's go.